What's up guys, it's Matt Collins Jones here, also known as the D365 Geek, and today we are talking about Power Automate. We are talking about expressions, and we're talking about the logical function which is less or equals. So a lot like less that we covered in the last video, less or equals is a function that allows you to compare two values and will give you a true or false output based on if the value is less or equals to the other parameter that you're putting in. So you could use this again, like the less function, if you need to get a number count, if you need to pass in a number and do branching logic depending on something, if something is true or false depending on those values. So let's take a look at it. I'm in Power Automate. I've got my manual trigger expression here. I've got my number input here. We also have a text input, but we're going to ignore that for this demo. And we have two compose actions. So the number input is a number that I'm going to input when I run the flow so that we can get the output here. So in the compose action, I'll click into compose and I'm going to go across to expression. And then we're going to scroll down to logical functions. And we're going to click see more, and then we're going to come down to less or equals. So less or equals, again, we've got two parameters, the value and the compare to value, a lot like less. And says returns true if the first argument is less or equals to the second. So if we click less than there, we're then going to click across to dynamic content. We can go and add the number in. We'll add a comma to get another argument, and then we'll use the number 7 here. And we'll click in the box and get rid of that pop-up. So yes, again, like the last video, we are using a number, and that's why I am not putting this in single quotation marks, because then Flow will treat it like a string and not a number, which is what we want. So this is going to say if the number that we're putting in the manual trigger is less than or equal to 7, then return true, else return false. So I'll click OK there, and we'll put another one in the compose to action, and again we're just going to click, we're going to type less or equals, we'll open the bracket, we'll click across to dynamic content, we'll choose the number again, we'll choose a comma, and then we will choose the number 4. So again, this will say if the number that we're putting into the manual trigger is less than or equal to the number 4, we will return true value, else we will return a false value. So we're happy with that, and we can click test. I'll perform the trigger action, and the number that we're going to put in here is, I'm actually going to put in the number 7. So by putting in the number 7, the first one will evaluate true because it is less than or equals to, in this case, equal in number 7, and the second one will return false because it is not less than or equal to the number 4. So we'll click run flow, click done, flow runs successfully, that's all good. So see, this one outputs to true, and then this one outputs to false. And again, we can test this again, and in the number that we put in, we can say if the number is 4, this will actually evaluate both of them to true, because the first one is comparing to the number 7, and the second one is comparing to the number 4, and it equals 4, and therefore it evaluates true. So again, this is a really handy function, a lot like the less function, so it's something I'll be using a lot. Let me know what your use cases are for this. Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please like it and please share it with your friends. If you've not already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you next time.